Welcome to the Sunsplash Mix Show. I am Selector Princess.
I am Ja Prince, and we are returning to Jamaica to talk about the global sound clash for Reggae Sumfest 2024.
Yes.
Now, there are a lot of contenders, and they start bringing in new contenders, but a very consistent contender right now is Warrior Sound.
That's right. Welcome to the platform.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be back on your show.
Now, returning to Jamaica, you get to Jamaica seasonally, quarterly. How often do you really get to Jamaica, and then more specifically to clash?
I try to get to Jamaica at least once a year, and that's because I just want to catch up with the vibe, with what's happening on the island, and with everything that's going on over there, to make sure I'm up to date. I'm up to date with the latest talks, the latest songs, and everything. So I'm really like trying to get there once a year, and in the last couple of years, let's say the last 10 years, I was happy to return for clashes and for bookings more often. So after Big Up Bass Odyssey, they brought me last year for the big Bass Odyssey anniversary. But especially Reggae Sumfest, because they are a big door opener for Warrior Sound in Jamaica, because they booked me 3 times to the Reggae Sumfest already. This year is the 4th time that I'm performing on the greatest reggae show on earth, the biggest music festival that's happening in Jamaica this summer. So I'm really, really proud about this achievement for me as a sound, and I'm really happy and humbled to be there again at this great show.
And being that it's the global sound clash, I wonder what specials you're getting together for.
I can't tell you right now because they are just them watching. I know they have their ears and their eyes in the studios, in the streets, and they're trying to get all the infos together. And you know how it is. They're like 2 of the sounds that I clash with quite regular in the last couple of years. That's Cold Red and Dynamq. So we buck up very often, especially me and my Dynamq. We have I think we clashed 4 times, no, even more, but 4 times where one of us won it. You know, like there was a 5th time where none of us won it. But we've been in clashes like in the last couple of years, like yearly. And we have only one versus one clash so far. The other clashes were like with multiple sounds in it. But I can't tell you the secrets I'm preparing because I want to bust them in that night and make sure some sounds are in trouble.
There you go. There's always certain strategies. We've been looking at sound system culture over the years, and they was like, nah, he used the rope-a-dope method, or he used the shoot 'em fast method, or Big Up Notorious, because the people start looking at Bad Guy Marie, there's this rapid burst that she does. Yeah. So is there something specific to Warrior? You've always been a one-man army. Yeah. There's nothing really new you could bring to the clash culture like that.
No, it's just, it's not about bringing... It's about entertaining the people in the night. So imagine there's the crowd of a couple thousands at the Sumfest, and they expect to be entertained. And that's what it's all about. I learned this over the years, that also it's not always about winning the clash, but it's about giving the people a great show. As long as you do that, promoters will book you for these big shows and those great clashes. And that's something I had to learn it the hard way. Like when I lost the clash, man, like in the first years, I'm a very competitive person. I was like, man, why didn't I win? But then I realized like 2 years later, I'm on the bill again. And then they brought me back again. And that's because I performed to a certain level. And this is what I try to do. I try to keep my standards high. I try to entertain the people. I try to show the love that I have for Jamaican music and Jamaican sound system culture and showcase it. And show also the people that perhaps don't know how far this whole music genre is going around the world, that they realize, hey, there's this guy from Germany. He has this little patois chatting in between, and he has this dub plates, and he has a certain artist, and he did rewrite some lyrics, and this is crazy because our culture expands so globally that this white youth from Germany is coming here and is doing all of this, and like this is something that I always try to do. I try to show them how big the impact of Jamaican reggae music is also in this part of the world, and how proud all Jamaicans can be what they have with that music and the sound system culture and everything that's around it. So yeah, that's what I try to do. I try not to bring something new to the table or win or play the baddest song. I try to entertain. I try to be myself and show the people how great this reggae music is.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And we want to encourage everyone to purchase their tickets online at
Yes.
reggaesumfest.com. Of course, you can get it at the gate, but why bother? Do it in advance, get it at your different ticket locations island wide, like Fontana Pharmacy, etc. So we big up the sponsors, Caribbean Airlines,
Yeah.
and we also big up our other sponsor. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
And remember, it is not on Thursday. The clash is keeping on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's like
Mission is
the main events, they start early this year, with the beach, with
yeah.
the family day on the Sunday, and then like the whole week of events, and then the big party with Walty and Beanie on the Thursday, the two festival nights. But
Yes.
don't forget the Global Sound Clash this year on the Wednesday, and not at Pier 1, it's in the stadium, and
Right.
Catherine Hall Stadium. So
Catherine Hall.
everybody make sure to get those tickets, find your way there on Wednesday this year, and do not miss the Global Sound Clash 2024.
And we know the time is ticking. Like you said, you can't give us all the secrets. You have to go up and out of hills. You have to go upon certain areas, forget certain artists. Do you really get a chance to travel around Jamaica when you're preparing for the clash? And like, you don't get to like hang out at certain spots. Where would you tell some of the fans who are purchasing the tickets, getting there early, where should they go and vibe?
Like if you're a music fan and you're not traveling there regular, and you probably didn't see much of the island yet, if you have the time, you should definitely go to Kingston, because that's like where the heartbeat of the music is. Like there are parties every day and every night, and it's easy to find them. Um, from Monday to Sunday, like you can party 7 days a week. The music scene is there. If you interested in dub plates and recording music, there are plenty of studios, and it's easy to get links. So I would definitely recommend that on a Sunday, go to the Dub Club, Skyline Drive, have the great looks above Kingston City, like the great view, and that's something you
And
can miss
Camilla's
out.
kitchen, so you can get some good food there as
Yeah,
well.
some good food and then some good music later on. So I would
Yes.
definitely recommend that. What I would do is like to get over the jet lag the first days, I'm going down to St. Elizabeth. I'm going down to Treasure Beach, Black River, them places. Because
Oh,
that's where I traveled when I first came to Jamaica. A good friend who's living here in Germany, he's originally from Treasure Beach, and he introduced me to the community. To I have a lot of
oh,
friends there, and I go there since I traveled there since 20 years. It's
mm,
every time like coming home a little bit, and so this will be my
yes.
first stop to get over the jet lag, because the time difference is like 6 hours, and you need like
That's
one
crazy.
2 days to get over it, and then getting to town, and then from town up to Mobe for the Sumfest. So that's the plan. What I will do. But if you have the time and you did check out the South, or you know it already, and you've been in Kingston, but you never been to Portland, that's the next thing you have to do. Like
Mm.
drive far out, go to Portland, Port Antonio, those places.
Mhm.
It's such a beautiful island in all four corners. So
That's what it
Yes.
is. That's what it is. He's always intentful, and like you said, it's many years traveling to the island on his own dime.
Yes.
yeah,
But now as a entertainer, and more than just on the stage entertainer,
Yeah.
more than just a shutdown show, more than
Right.
yeah,
festivals all over Europe. Talked about production. Production is part of sound system culture. You're supposed to produce music and release it, right?
yeah, and I just started this like recently in the last 3 years. I started to produce music. I have to big up Mesca of Jugglers. He really like pushed me into doing it. He said, "Hey, there's no way you're not doing this. You're not bringing out rhythms. You're not recording artists. You have the links. You're going to Jamaica to voice doublets. You can also do that and voice 45s." And I realized the the work with the artist when it comes to music production and 45s is really nice. It's like it's not a hustle like the doublet business. It's like we create something together, and the vibe is so much different, and I really enjoy it so far. I have plenty of instrumentals here on my hard drive. So when I go back to Jamaica, I always have them with me and see what's going on, because you cannot really plan to voice a 45 here and there. It's like just naturally happening when you're in town. So there's some great stuff that I will release this year. I have some songs that are ready, like basically ready, but they're not released yet. And there's some great big names as well And yeah, you can find all my music, which is released on all the digital platforms. You can search for Warrior Sound, and there are songs with Fanta Moja, with Boogle and Joby J, which I'm very proud of, the combination,
Yeah.
Love Vibration. Then I just released two songs on a dancer rhythm with Mitch and Isa. There's a next song with Sizzla and the youth from Ghana, Jawis, another combination on the very same rhythm that is coming very soon. I will have another song on the rhythm of Delighted from Nature Alice. There's the next song with Anthony B on the very same rhythm that will be released later this year. So lots of work that I'm going to put in this year, and lots of more music that is coming out in the next months and weeks. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's such a joy. So it's nothing where I can say like everybody should go into it and do it. But if you have the
Right.
right network and the right people around you, and you have the right links, yeah, man, I can just
Mhm.
encourage every musician, every person that loves the music to do it and jump into it, because there's so much talent on the island and so much talent in the reggae world. So I think it needs to be heard by more and more people. So yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. And I hope there'll be some videos too,
Yes, that's what I try to
even if
do.
it's a medley video.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. Every time I'm in Jamaica, I try to get some visuals for the songs as well. But I think that will be like more like later this year when the summer is done. I will take a couple
Okay.
of weeks going to Jamaica and just concentrate on visuals and recordings. I think that's something I have to do like at the end of the year. First, before
Yeah.
Jamrock Cruise, yeah. So in November,
Ah,
before we jump on the Jamrock Cruise, yeah, that's something.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There
Looking
it is.
forward.
His name is Warrior Sound, a
Yeah.
creative, a
Yes.
producer, a selector. He does his paperwork properly.
Yes.
None of the artists them now bar. The song them get
Ooh.
released. Everybody gets
Yes.
signed up
Yes.
properly. So we
Proper,
commend
proper.
you for that, especially moving
Yeah.
from the reggae music conferences that we've been having
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
more frequently.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to hear you and see you at some of those conferences. But how do they get in contact with you? Because you know, I have a song when I did one advice. And I probably want to give you some free dubs. So how did they get in contact with Warrior Sound?
So it's basically very easy. There's the link tree, Warrior Sound. The link tree is linktr.ee. So that's the link tree / Warrior Sound. And all my links are on the link tree site. Also, it's at Warrior Sound on Instagram. Um, there's the link to my link tree as well, where you can find like all the Spotify and all the Apple Music pages and stuff like that. YouTube, Twitch. Even I'm even on Facebook, but it's most likely like the things that I post on Instagram, they're on Facebook simultaneously. So Instagram is like the main medium to follow Warrior Sound, and in the next 10 days I will take you to the Summer Jam and then to Jamaica for the Reggae Sumfest.
Wow.
So
Wow.
just make sure you follow, and then you see what's up. You see Wagwan. Thanks for having me on the show again. Looking forward.